In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the beauty of long exposure photography. Yo, Andre back here. Hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. I want to share some of the beautiful experience of long exposure photography with you guys. I'm going to take you guys along in this video just to actually see how it's done. And I'm going to share some of my tips and tricks that I have. I share them with you so you guys can go and take some dope shots of your own. So first off, what is long exposure photography? Well, simply is you keep your shutter open for so damn long that you can create some beautiful art. You can create like the star trails that you see in astrophotography. You can see the light trails through the city. You can keep it open enough so you can get like the smooth flowing water, like waterfalls, rivers, etc. So in order to get such cool effects, you need a few things. First off, and what I'm going to be using is a solid tripod. Mine is from KNF Concept. Love this tripod, incredible. Next up, you're going to be needing a camera. I am actually using the Sony a7 III with my Tamron 24-75 lens. Hopefully it is wide enough for the photo that I'm trying to capture, but we will see when we get on location. So how does long exposure work for this kind that I'm doing? I'll be sharing my settings with you guys on location. Right now it is dark outside and I'm going to be trying to capture car trails, light trails. So the way I'm going to be doing this most likely is I'm going to be stopping down my aperture. I'll probably be shooting something like f13, right? So that keeps everything in focus, but there's not a lot of light. So in order to combat that, I'm going to go for like a 20-second shutter, I'm assuming, roughly 20 seconds. That will allow a lot more light in, and then we'll be getting those star trails. My ISO will most likely be around 100, but I'll be showing you guys on location the exact settings. If you're doing long exposure photography outdoors, it's a little bit different. You can't necessarily shoot so low or for so long because you're letting way too much light in and everything's just gonna be blown out. So for that, you might need an ND filter, or your shutter is gonna be open not quite as long as mine will be. So without further ado, let's hop in the car. We'll go on location, we'll go take some shots, set up a time lapse maybe, and then we'll get some of the results. Okay guys, so I am at my favorite location here in the city, probably one of the most photographed places, and it's Walterdale Bridge. If you guys can take a look over here at the screen, I have my f-stop at f13. This way everything is in focus, ISO at 100, and my shutter speed is going to be open for about 15 seconds. So if you look on my LCD right here, the idea is to be able to capture all of these cars as light trails. Typically what's really good for this is to either set a self timer on your camera, or you can just use your smartphone like I'm going to be doing to trigger the camera. So right now the cars are coming. So my camera is currently going for about 12 seconds, but there are no more cars coming. So you will have to practice until you are getting your photo. So if we look at the results that we got, you can see over here, if I move this closer and it properly exposes, you can see that we did get some light trails, but a little bit noisy, a little bit shaky. That's because I used my hand. So we're gonna try again. I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna get the shot and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we are back in the studio. I don't know why I keep calling it a studio, because my dirty laundry is literally right behind my desk. But nonetheless, I got a shot that I'm kind of happy with, so we're gonna edit it. We're gonna see how it turns out. But like, in my place, it's tradition. When you go out shooting late at night, you end up getting like a McChicken. It's tradition, and I wonder why I can't lose any weight. So normally, this is a tradition that we do when I get a half decent photo that I'm gonna upload, make a video. Okay guys, so now that my stomach's happy, let's edit this photo. Let's see how it turns out. We're just gonna be doing some of the basic adjustments. One more contrast, less contrast. Actually, drop my highlights, lift up my shadows. Like my black's kind of lifted, texture is going to remain the same. Clarity does that. Clarity actually looks very good in this, so a little bit of clarity, a lot of clarity. gonna dehaze just a touch, saturation, vibrance. I'm gonna go down to my calibration. So I'm thinking, gonna play with my blues, my greens a little bit. So I'm just gonna speed up the edit, just show you guys what the final product looks like. Okay guys, so here's kind of the final photo that I decided to come up with. We can easily take this and tweak it even more. There's certain things that I could easily do. I could get rid of some of the spots on the ground. I actually kind of overexposed it slightly, so I'm gonna still drop my exposure a touch. My highlights further still. Actually, this is what I'm really happy with. Just so you guys can see, I put mess with the tone curve a little bit, resetting, just to get the colors popping. Mess with my HSL slider, and now this is the final photo. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys actually learned something. Go out there and take your very own long exposure photography. Have fun with it. So many more examples that you guys can do. You guys can go do it out there in nature. You can do light painting. You can do so many things with long exposure. You are not limited. You can do steel wool, which I might do a tutorial on if you guys really want to see that. But this is it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me eating my chicken and taking some photos, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.